Japanese Tales, The Catch. A poor man from Koga County in Omai Province had no livelihood at all, but his wife managed to make a living by hiring herself out as a weaver. In time, having finally managed to weave a bolt of cloth for herself, she told her husband to take it to Yabe Harbor on Lake Biwa and trade it there for fish. In their own village, he would be able to exchange the fish for seed rice. That way, she said, we can cultivate a little land this year. The man took the cloth to Yabe and asked the fishermen to catch him some fish, but all they caught was one massive turtle. They were going to kill it, but the man was sorry for it and asked to buy it instead of the fish he had ordered. The fisherman gladly accepted this bargain. "Turtles live a long time," said the man to the turtle, "and like all living things, they must certainly value their lives. I know I am poor, but I am giving up my cloth anyway to save you." And then he let the turtle slip back into the lake. He came home empty-handed, and when his wife found out why, she scolded him most mercilessly. Soon he fell ill and died, and his body was abandoned out by the roadside. 3 days later, though, he revived. The governor of Iga happened to be passing by just then, and on his way to his province, seeing the man showing signs of life, he kindly brought him water and poured it into his mouth before himself moving on. When the man's wife heard what had happened, she came to carry him back home. This is the story that he told. "When I died," he said, "officers came and seized me and marched me off to a broad plain where we came to the gate of the officers' quarters. The space in front of the building was crowded with people, both bound and helpless, and I was most terribly frightened. But then a very nice-looking monk came out. He said he was Jizo, and told the officers that he owed me a deep debt of gratitude. To benefit the sentient beings, I was in Lake Biwa," he said, "in the form of a large turtle. A fisherman who had caught me was going to kill me, when this man took pity on me. He bought me and put me back in the lake. Therefore, you must let him go." And the officers did. The little monk told me to go home and do good and shun all evils. While he was showing me the way out, a very pretty young woman stumbled by with her arms tied behind her. 2 large demons were beating her and driving her forward. I asked her where she was from, and with tears pouring out, she told me her father was the chief priest of a shrine in Munakata County, in the province of Chikuzen. She had suddenly been separated from her parents, and had started all alone down a very dark path. Driven on by demons, it was such a sad story. And I asked the little monk whether something could be done for her. "My own life is already half over," I said. "I don't have too many years left. But this girl is much young, and has a long future ahead of her. Cannot she be released instead of me?" The little monk told me I was very kind to sacrifice myself this way as I did for others, and that this was a wonderful, blessed thing. He said he would ask to have us both released, and at a word from him, the demons let the girl go too. The girl wept for joy and thanked me gratefully, then went out upon her way. Soon the man went to look for the young woman he had met in the hell. He found the shrine that she had mentioned, and the chief priest really did have a daughter, who, according to all the servants, had died and then come back to life again. On receiving this man's message about his experience in hell, she rushed out as fast as she could, for she was the same girl, and she recognized him as well. Both wept great tears as they talked over their shared experience. The man went back home then, but both he and the young woman continued to serve Jizo with great devotion all the rest of their days.